Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is starting the Throne of Glass series. I have never read the series before. I did read ACOTAR and struggled with it to start with, but then ended up really enjoying it. So I did go out and buy Throne of Glass, and now I am, like I say, starting that series. So I thought I would document me reading the first book and share it with you guys. So I have the first book here. I think this is set in the same world as ACOTAR, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure what to expect. I'm sort of thinking it's going to be a bit like ACOTAR, but I'm not 100% sure. But I sort of want to go in a bit blind. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to start the series with Throne of Glass. I know you can start with Assassin's Blade, but I'm going to read that book third, I think. There is different reading orders for this series, but this is the order I've decided on. I don't know if I'm going to do the tandem read yet. It's sort of a scary idea for me, to be honest. Part of me's really intrigued to do it that way, then part of me's terrified that it's going to take forever to get through those two books. So I don't know which way I'm going to do that, but so far I'm going to start with Throne of Glass and read Assassin's Blade third, and hopefully that'll be a good way to read things. But yeah, anyway, enough of me waffling on. Let's get into the video. Now, I'm about 100 pages in, and so far, she's been called out of the prison by the king, and he's having these trials where people compete, and whoever wins becomes his champion and works for him. And what they've told her is if she wins, she can work for the king and she gets her freedom. So obviously, she takes the opportunity. And she's now living in the palace with all the other people that are competing. And they've just started training a bit. That's basically where I'm at with it now. Not a lot's happening at the minute, to be honest. I'm assuming as the book goes on, more stuff's gonna happen, but that's about it. I am finding it a bit slow at the moment, I'll be honest, but I was the same with ACOTAR and I really enjoyed that as the series progressed. So I'm hoping the same thing's going to happen with this series, to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to keep reading and see where it goes. So, quick update, I am about halfway through this now, and Kalina, I think that's how you say it, has just found a secret passageway leading from her room in the castle. And she went down, she did a bit of spying on this party that was happening, but it's not really been used for much yet other than that. But I feel like that's going to have a bit more of a role in the story later on, if that makes sense. But yeah, she's found a passageway. The contestants of the trials are all being killed one by one, and nobody knows who's doing it yet. That's another thing that's happening. And I'm trying to remember what else is happening. Oh, she has just seen Elena, the first queen of Adalin, and she's told her that there's some sort of evil happening or going to happen, something like that. So there is quite a bit going on at the moment, and I think it's going to get more interesting as I read on. So I'm quite excited to see where this goes. So I'm going to keep reading and I will check up with you in a moment. So, quick update, I've got about 100 pages left of Throne of Glass. I love Celaena as a character. I have realised that I've been saying her name wrong the whole time. I think I've been saying Kalena, and after a bit of research online, I realised that it is pronounced Celaena. So, all them times in this video previously that I've said her name, just ignore that I'm saying it, and from now on, I will be calling her by her actual name, Celaena. The story is starting to pick up a bit now. I am really enjoying Celaena as a character. She has a lot of potential, I think, for the rest of the series, and I'm really excited to see how her character develops in the other books. I've just hit the point where things are starting to happen, to be honest. Dorian gave Celaena a dog, and she's called it Fleetfoot. Celaena keeps getting signs that she's next. I still don't know who's killing the contestants off. I still haven't got any clue who that is. So I'm curious to see what sort of happens there, to be honest, because I have a feeling there's going to be a twist. And if this series is anything like ACOTAR, the last 100 pages of the books are going to be jam-packed full of everything that's going on. So I'm assuming that I'll find out who's doing it in the next few pages. Celaena did go to the party because she thought there was going to be an attack and she wanted to protect her friends, but nothing happened at the party. And then Dorian was back at her room when she got back and they kissed. So their romance is starting to happen. And Harrington is trying to get Lady Keltane to poison Celaena. So that's where I am. I'm going to keep reading and update you in a bit. So, I have finished Throne of Glass. The last 100 pages did get so much better. I was expecting it to anyway because ACOTAR did the same thing. The first book was a bit slow, but then the last 100 pages picked up. And I feel like this series will probably pick up as the books go along, the same as ACOTAR did. I have heard that a lot online, so I will keep reading it. But yeah, like I say, I finished it. Celaena is now the king's assassin. She ended things with Dorian, so I feel like the rest of the series is going to explore more of their relationship. Chaol killed Cain because he was going crazy and wanted to kill Celaena, so Chaol protected her. And we find out the king and Perrington want to use mind control to control Celaena. So that'll be an interesting thing, I think, that comes up in the later books. But yeah, that's sort of what happens at the end. Like I say, I am going to keep reading. I am intrigued to see where the story goes from here. So I will be starting the second book soon. I will be going on to Crown of Midnight next and then Assassin's Blade third. That's the order I'm going to read them in. But that's basically it. So yeah, that was my take on the first book in the Throne of Glass series. So that is my Throne of Glass reading vlog. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please like, comment and subscribe underneath, and I will see you all again next week.